Good evening and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you 100 news and updates from the country and the world in 30 minutes. Let's begin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurated 103 redeveloped railway stations under Amrit Bharat Station Scheme and laid the foundation stone for 43 transformative projects worth over 23,400 crore rupees. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday inaugurated the redeveloped Deshnok station under Amrit Bharat Station Scheme and flagged off Bikaner-Mumbai Express train. In his first public rally after the success of Operation Sindoor, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday highlighted the Indian Armed Forces' bravery during the operation and issued a fresh warning over Pakistan. In Deshnok, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid visit to an exhibition specially dedicated to the heroes who sacrificed their lives for the country. Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi offered prayers at the Karni Mata temple in Deshnok. The 16th century temple is known for its rats called Kaaba. According to the legend, spotting a white rat is considered to be auspicious. India has begun its global outreach post-Operation Sindoor. The all-party parliamentary delegation led by Janata Dal United MP Sanjay Jha reached Japan on Thursday. The delegation met Japanese Foreign Minister Takeshi Iwaya in Tokyo. The parliamentary delegation also met Yoshihide Suga, former Prime Minister of Japan, Vice President of LDP and Chairman of Japan-India Association. India's commitment to combating cross-border terrorism was reaffirmed and Suga reiterated Japan's strong commitment to support India in its fight against terrorism. Members also met Takashi Endo, Chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on National Security of Japan. Takashi conveyed Japan's solidarity in India's fight against terrorism. Expressing strong support for India's fight against terrorism, the delegation interacted with leading Japanese think tanks in Tokyo and briefed them on India's zero tolerance to terrorism. The leaders also held a meeting with India's ambassador to Japan, C.B. George, at the Embassy of India in Tokyo. Another all-party delegation headed by Shiv Sena MP Shrikant Shinde has reached United Arab Emirates. The delegation was officially received by Ahmad Mir Khoury, member of the Federal National Council of the UAE, and Indian ambassador to the UAE, Sanjay Jha. An all-party delegation in UAE met with Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan. The all-party delegation in UAE met Dr. Anil Al-Niami, Chairman of Defence Affairs, Interior and Foreign Affairs Committee, Federal National Council and FNC members. They underscored India and UAE's shared resolve for zero tolerance against terrorism. India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri joined Takehiro Funakoshi, Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs of Japan, for the Foreign Secretary Vice Minister dialogue in Tokyo. Discussions covered advancing the India-Japan Special Strategic and Global Partnership. Vikram Misri also met with the Senior Deputy Foreign Minister of Japan, Hiroyuki Namazu. The leaders exchanged views on India-Japan cooperation in Indo-Pacific region and other issues of common interest. Speaking to a Dutch daily, India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that decisive day was May the 10th when India responded to a Pakistani attack by hitting 8 Pakistani air bases and making them non-functional. Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is visiting Copenhagen, met the Minister for Industry, Business and Financial Affairs, Morten Butskov. The two leaders discussed deepening existing areas of cooperation and exploring new possibilities. The External Affairs Minister also met with Speaker of the Parliament of Denmark, Søren Gade, and appreciated his solidarity as India resolutely combats terrorism. India's Vice President Jagdeep Dhankad inaugurated the statues of Acharya Charaka, father of Ayurveda, and Sage Susruta, father of surgery, at Raj Bhavan in Goa on Thursday. Addressing the event, Vice President called for focusing on alternative medicine and for evidence-based validation of ancient texts to make them accessible and applicable to contemporary challenges. Indian equity benchmarks plunged on Thursday. Sensex traded 644 points lower to close at 80,951.99. Nifty, on the other hand, was down 203 points and closed at 24,609.7. Indian bullion market traded higher on Thursday. MCX gold index was at 95,627 rupees per 10 gram. Meanwhile, MCX silver prices were at 98,018 rupees per kilogram. The Indian rupee traded in a narrow range on Thursday at 85.58 against the US dollar. Oil prices fell 1% on Thursday. Brent futures fell 64 cents, whereas US West Texas Intermediate crude dropped 59 cents. Wall Street's main index opened lower as investors awaited the outcome of a pivotal debate around US President Donald Trump's tax cut bill. All three major Wall Street index closed with their biggest daily losses in a month. Small cap stocks also fell sharply. In Europe, markets are trading near record highs, especially in Germany, where the DAX has broken through yet another barrier this week. Legendary designer behind Apple's iPhone, Johnny, has joined OpenAI to create devices tailored for using generative artificial intelligence. Vietnam's Prime Minister and US President Donald Trump held a groundbreaking ceremony on Wednesday for a $1.5 billion luxury residential development near Hanoi. Two Israeli embassy staffs were killed in a shooting outside an event at the Capital Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. Washington police has identified 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez as the single suspect who was seen pacing outside the museum before the event was in custody. US President Donald Trump has expressed condolences to the families of victims and blamed anti-Semitism for shooting in Washington, D.C. India's Minister for External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, has strongly condemned the killing of Israeli diplomats in Washington, D.C. Israel allowed over 108 trucks into Gaza on Thursday after an 11-week blockade, but the situation on the ground remains dire as the airstrike continues. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel would be open to a temporary ceasefire to enable the return of hostages. Israel's military announced that it had downed a missile fired from Yemen, from where Houthi rebels have regularly launched attacks in response to Israel's offensive in Gaza. The United States and Iran are set to resume nuclear negotiations on the 23rd of May in Rome, marking the fifth round of talks mediated by Oman since April. US officials have said they want Iran not just to scale back its nuclear program, but also to stop enriching uranium altogether. Iran's Supreme Leader Khamenei rejected US demands as excessive and outrageous, warning that the talks are unlikely to yield any result. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa met with US President Donald Trump at the White House on Wednesday. Trump confronted President Cyril Ramaphosa with false claims of white genocide and land seizures at the White House meeting. South Africans denied US President Donald Trump's claims of a white genocide on Thursday. The televised meeting stirred up debate about the need for swift clarification. The United States has accepted a plane intended for the Air Force One fleet from Qatar, a gift that has sparked criticism for President Donald Trump. US President Donald Trump's sweeping tax and spending bill cleared a crucial hurdle on Thursday as the House of Representatives voted roughly along the party lines. The US Court of International Trade held the first hearing of a lawsuit brought by a dozen of US states against Trump's administration over illegal tariffs. Britain's government has been temporarily banned from concluding the Chagos Island deal with Mauritius, which includes the future of US-UK defense base. Injunction on Chagos Islands deal was granted following action taken by Bernadette and Patrice Pomp, both British nationals who were born in Diego Garcia. An accident occurred during the launch of a new North Korean warship. Kim Jong-un, who witnessed the failed launch, criticized the incident as carelessness. South Korea's defense ministry said that North Korea fired multiple unidentified cruise missiles on Thursday. This came hours after North Korea's failed warship launch. We are heading for a short break. We'll be right back.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy, always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. Let's continue. Severe heatwave conditions continue to prevail in northwest India states of Uttar Pradesh and West Rajasthan, with the highest maximum temperature recorded at 47.6 degrees Celsius. The Indian Meteorological Department predicted heavy rainfall likely to continue over Gujarat, Konkan and Goa, Karnataka and Kerala during the next 6 to 7 days. Heavy rains also lashed several parts of northeast Indian state of Assam, with flash floods reported in many parts. The state administration has activated its emergency response systems. Due to gushing and unpredictable winds, fishermen are advised not to venture along and off the Andhra Pradesh coast adjoining West Central Bay of Bengal during the 21st till the 26th of May and over Andaman Sea on the 26th of May. Landslides following heavy rains in Ivory Coast capital claimed 6 lives as continuous downpours disrupt daily life. Major flooding this week hit several rural towns in the Hunter and mid-north coast regions of New South Wales, Australia, forcing officials to issue fresh evacuation orders while 50,000 residents were warned to prepare to isolate. Several emergency rescue missions are being conducted throughout New South Wales and towns just northwest of Tari, which have experienced their highest flood in decades. Floods threaten Argentina's agriculture as crop cycles have been severely impacted by the recent storms, with up to 400 millimeters of rain falling in a day in the Buenos Aires, particularly in the town of San Antonio de Areco. Severe storms, including a tornado, affected residents in northern and eastern Alabama. Forecasters are expecting a break in the storms on Thursday and Friday, with active weather resuming on Saturday. Pakistan's second biggest city, Lahore, is sizzling under scorching heat as residents face temperatures that are hitting 43 degrees Celsius as of now. Turkish Cuisine Week is being celebrated from the 21st till the 27th of May under the theme called The Classic Dishes of Turkish Cuisine. The event highlights Turkey's rich culinary heritage. This year's Turkish Cuisine Week focuses on traditional dishes that emphasize heritage, health, natural ingredients, zero-waste cooking and sustainability. Turkmenistan celebrated its Constitution Day and National Flag Day, marking the occasion with major festivities centered around the nation's capital in honor of the national holiday. Sichuan County in China's Jiangxi province has recently begun welcoming summer migratory birds drawn by its location along a major bird migratory route. Humanoid robots in China's Hangzhou city underwent stress test on Wednesday ahead of the world's first robot fighting competition. The test demonstrated the robot's ability to perform in combat. The world's first robot fighting competition, World Robotic Skills Competition, is all set to take place on Sunday and will be live streamed worldwide. Capuchin monkeys in Cueva National Park in Panama have been seen abducting howler monkey infants, raising concerns for the endangered howler monkey population. Copenhagen police are training their dogs at the city's National Aquarium as part of an effort to familiarize them to various environments with distinct smells and sounds. The dogs, which are primarily used in urban settings, are exposed to a wide range of surroundings in the aquarium to help them carry out their task without distractions. A Nemurium ancient city in Turkey's Mersin, a key port town of the Roman Empire dating back to the 4th century BCE, is set to reopen soon with restored structures and a lineup of cultural events. Thai artist is reimagining local cultural symbols as collectible capsule toys through his project with an aim of promoting Thai traditions globally. A farmer in Pune city of India's western state of Maharashtra has successfully cultivated 120 mango trees on just half an acre of the land. Universal Epic Universe theme park is set to open this Thursday, featuring the highly anticipated Dark Universe, a shadowy, immersive world dedicated to Universal's legendary classic monsters in Florida. Universal Studio has expanded its Harry Potter attractions with a third Wizarding World set in 1920s Paris, as featured in the Fantastic Beasts series, debuting at its new theme park in Florida. Kurt Cobain's guitar, Dolly Parton's iconic onesie, and a letter from John Lennon to his driver are among nearly 700 items set to hit the auction block at Julian's Music Icons event this Friday and Saturday. Day 9 of the 78th Cannes Film Festival saw a blend of politics, high fashion and film stars lighting up the red carpet, capturing the festival's signature mix of art and influence. Director Trier walked the red carpet at Cannes Film Festival with stars Elle Fanning and René Riensef for the premiere of Sentimental Value, his latest film in competition at the current edition. Irish actor Paul attended the premiere of The History of Sound, directed by South African filmmaker Olivia Hermanis. Spanish director Carla Simon walked the red carpet with the cast of Rumeria, her latest film exploring a teen's journey into her troubled family past. Scarlett Johansson premiered her directorial debut Iliana the Great at Cannes, a film centered on themes of forgiveness and empathy. Indian film Homebound, starring Ishan Khattar and Janhvi Kapoor, was screened at the 78th Cannes Film Festival. The film received a nearly 9-minute standing ovation. Ahead of Homebound screening, Janhvi Kapoor and Ishan Khattar made their big red carpet debut at the Cannes Film Festival, drawing attention and praise. Indian actor and a regular at Cannes Film Festival, Aishwarya Rai embraced Desi royalty, wearing a stunning sari this year, making a graceful and powerful style statement. Actors Ted Danson and Amy Poehler joined in celebrating writer Michael as he received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oscar winner Kieran Culkin will play host Caesar Flickerman in the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, according to Variety. Mumbai Indians became the fourth and final team to qualify for IPL playoff, beating Delhi Capitals by 59 runs at Wankhede Stadium. Suryakumar Yadav's unbeaten 73 in a late blitz by Naman Dheer powered Mumbai 280 for 5. In reply, Bumrah and Santner combined to restrict Delhi Capitals to 121 runs. Delhi Capitals pacer Mukesh Kumar has been fined 10% of his match fee for breaching the IPL Code of Conduct during match against Mumbai Indians. Gujarat Titans will aim for a crucial victory in the Indian Premier League when they face Lucknow Super Giants in Ahmedabad on Thursday. Royal Challengers Bengaluru have signed New Zealand wicketkeeper Tim Seifert as a temporary replacement for England's Jacob Bedhill. BCCI announces India's under-19 squad for the upcoming tour of England. 17-year-old teenager and Chennai Super Kings batter Ayush Matre will lead the team that will travel to England for a multi-format tour. 14-year-old Rajasthan Royals opener Vaibhav Suryavanshi is also part of the 16-member squad. The United Arab Emirates clinched their first ever T20 international series over Bangladesh after winning the third match by 7 wickets in Sharjah. Indian shooter Kanak won the women's 10-meter air pistol event at the ISSF Junior World Cup in Germany to pick up country's first gold medal in the competition. Brennan Johnson's winner helped Tottenham Hotspur end 17-year-old trophy drought with a 1-0 victory over Manchester United in Europa League. Arjun Arigaisi became the first Indian chess player to book his spot in the upcoming 2025 Esports World Cup in Saudi Arabia later this year. In badminton, seasoned Indian shuttler Kitambi Shrikant advanced to the quarterfinals of the Malaysia Masters after defeating Ireland's Nahat Nukian in his second-round match on Thursday. Novak Djokovic secured his first clay court victory of the 2025 season as he eased into the Geneva Open quarterfinals by defeating Martin by 6-2, 6-3. World number 3 Alexander Zverev was eliminated by Frenchman Alexander Muller in the Hamburg Open. The Laver Cup, a team tournament co-created by Roger Federer and his agent Tony Gutsick, is officially set to return to London next year. The tournament will take place at the O2 Arena from September 25 till 27. An American skier, Lindsey Vonn, who is making a bid to get back to the Olympics at the age of 40, said that her body felt better than it did 7 years ago when she last competed at the Games. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Namaskar.